All right, we're rolling. Welcome back to Wilder Minds, everybody. Yeah, there's a lot going on, man. It's turkey season. We covered a lot last episode with some of the new stuff we put out with Herman and Scott Mitchell. That was a lot of fun. Got to do a couple turkey hunts this week with Mike. So we got a lot to cover this episode, and plus just the world of what's happening. There's so much shit going on.
So much going on.
Yeah. What do you guys got? And that's the end of Wilder Minds. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, it was a great week, guys.
We appreciate you guys for listening.
Busy this week. I don't know. We just had a lot of meetings this week, so we couldn't get out as much as usual.
No.
In the woods. I know you got, Chris, you went out with Mike.
Yeah, it was fun, man. I had, for those
you
of you.
had quite the epic hunt.
If you've listened to the podcast, Mike Passaglia, he's been a guest on here before. I've done stuff with him. He's a good buddy of mine. Really a true mentor, kind of like a big brother. So he's just a good dude. I've known him for 20 plus years. Yeah, he's old. Over 60. Woo, he's an old guy.
He is actually. So have you ever seen the Dos Equis World's Most Interesting Man commercials?
Yeah.
They made those commercials, like the character profile they used was Mike.
Yeah, they did.
They're like, we got to figure out
They did.
who the world's most interesting man is. It's Mike.
It's Mike.
It's unbelievable what that guy does.
Yeah.
Well, he flies. He's a jet setter.
Yeah.
He flies everywhere. He's in the insurance business, so he's kind of like the MC for all these events. He's kind of like the guy, the glue guy.
He likes to say he's the Gladhander. He's the Gladhander.
The Gladhander.
He's like, I'm the Gladhander.
Did he trademark that name, that term?
Yeah.
The Gladhander.
So he's very successful, man. He built his first insurance company, sold that off to a bigger insurance company, and then they signed him to a pretty lucrative deal and did all that for a while. He's got now, as that role, he takes care of and goes on all these adventures with the additional insurance companies and all the stuff that goes down, and he brings everybody together. He is just a people person, so he's able to just bring people together and make them all comfortable, and just have a great time. That's just a super skill of his. Is like you can put him in any room and he's walking out of there with laughs and everybody's like, I don't know who that guy was, but I just had a great time.
Yep.
And that's just who he is. And he's like that in camp. He's like that anywhere. And his counterpart, Sweet Ange, she was amazing. She's in as well. So the two of them together, they're just fantastic. So they came and stayed with us for 4 or 5 days, and it's an annual thing that we get together on. And man, we had so much fun turkey hunting, and it started off interesting. I met up with you one morning. We were chasing over on Williams' place over there. We were chasing birds, and I had gone out. We were going to hunt the roost, and then it rained, thank God, because we were blowing the low twos because we had some wine the night he got in and some other stuff. And I was like, I'm standing at the bathroom, and I didn't even look outside. And so I was like, I got to take a shower. I look, it's 5:15. I get a text from Mike. He's upstairs. He goes, hey, you checked the radar? Nope. I look outside, and just as I look outside, lightning, and I was like, good night. And he goes, yep, see you at 7. And I was like, sounds good. And we were back in bed, so that was nice.
Oh, those are nice.
Those are
good
nice.
mornings.
That's a good
You don't
setup.
feel guilty.
No.
For the roost hunter, those are good mornings.
Yeah.
I literally wake up, and I'm like, oh, beautiful.
Yeah. It's like, oh,
Back in the wrapper.
Yes.
And we had
Back
put
to
a bird
vampire
to bed.
mode.
We had put a bird to bed, and one that we were going to we had a plan on because we had a sneaky guy. But, I mean, it was just a lot of fun. And then him and I ended up Saturday going west to some property that we can hunt. And the Pole family, who was just incredible, those guys.
Yep.
I called them, and I was like, hey, what's going on up on the farm? They have a huge dairy farm, huge big farm up there, and a couple 1,000 acres, I think.
Yep.
And so I met Grant up there and called Bob, and then met Grant and did stuff. And they're like, yeah, man, they're over here. They're around. So we did a hot lap, man. We didn't drive 5 minutes. We got on birds. So just an awesome hunt, though. Typical Mike and Chris in the shit, crawling. Like, I never have to worry about Mike. We take a lot of people hunting this time of year. It's funny because I don't know when the last time we've killed a turkey, but I've killed 8 turkeys this year, but I've not even taken my gun out of the case. But I do love that. I do love it. It's the guide in me that is I love it. Well, Mike and I have been doing that for years. So, you don't have to worry at all about the guy. Yeah. We're crawling. It's not like, is the gun up my ass? Am I going to get shot in the back? Is there we're just rolling. And I mean, it's like whatever I do, I know he can do. So it's like, here we go. And sure enough, man, we shot this bird at 5 yards. I thought he was going to jump. I thought Mike was going to let him jump on me, first of all, because that's something he would absolutely do. Because I said he's going to jump on the decoy, and and they ended up shooting him. And Longbeard tungsten. No, Longbeard tungsten.
Yep.
12 gauge at 5 yards.
Oh,
It
boy.
looked
It's a
like
cannonball
It
at
looked
5
like
yards.
it looked like he breached the house and he got shot in the chest. The hole in this bird was unmatched, and that was it. That was over.
Paul
so.
Skeen's fastball to the chest.
That's what it looked like. It looked like
Yeah.
Skeens right to the chest.
Unbelievable.
Took a Skeen pack.
Skeens.
Skeened him.
He skeened him.
Skeened him, he
right
did.
to the chest.
The new phrase. Skeened him.
Yep.
Yes,
Wrecked him.
skeened.
Damn near
Wrecked
killed him.
Yeah, damn near killed him. So
That's
yeah,
fun.
so it was
It's
fun.
real easy to miss up tight like that too.
It is.
Like it's actually
You
more,
don't go for headshots.
No,
that
it-
close.
And he
Just
said when he was
breasticles.
coming, Mike said, well, first he popped up and thought he was out there, and he actually was way closer because we were behind Petey. And he came down on him. He said, I purposely went below the head because he's doing this as he's coming.
Yeah.
He's like, I went below it. I mean, it was right there in the front of the chest, but he said that before we actually walked up to the bird, and then it was like, holy, you did. You got him.
There is that moment, like, because we always try to get birds tight. And
Yeah.
I love getting them like right in your lap. But there is that moment of like, shit, he's so tight. This is likely going to be a miss.
Yes.
It's a little,
If you're
little
trying to
too
headshot,
tight.
he's
Yeah.
way too tight.
Yeah.
Like it's going to miss.
Yeah.
So
That's where we were at, and that's what I meant by when you're hunting with a guy like that who just has that much experience. He was just to my right, and it was just we didn't talk. It was just he said, "I'm on your right." That was it, and I'm like, and here we go. And then it wasn't like I was like, okay, now hold on a second. I mean, it's just like, all right, whenever he shoots, and plug my ear, and I plugged my ear, and away it went. So and it was like, and bird down. So it was fun because we got that out of the way, and then went on and proceeded to celebrate a little bit and have some fun. And it was just a great day, great night. And anytime you get a chance to just sit around, laugh, friends, and it's just there's no agenda, there's no shit. I just love that, man. No drama. It's just it was just such a good day. So I had a lot of fun with him. He's a good dude.
Old Robin Leach.
Yeah, old Robin Leach.
That's his picture on my phone.
Yes, it is.
Lifestyles of the rich and
Lifestyles
famous.
of the rich and famous with Robin Leach. Yeah, he is, and he's gone. So he had to leave because he's going to Bora Bora, and then he's going
What's he doing there? More jet setting.
He'll
find something to hunt while he's there. I promise you.
He'll be hunting
He'll be
snakes.
hunting. Yeah, he'll be hunting something. But that's the thing is he's finding something. But yeah, he was off. He's back on the road again. He has another big run of like 4 or 5 other places, and so yeah, he ended up he took off on Sunday. Him and Ange flew out. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So a lot of fun.
I have had a pure shit show for days. So yeah. I pulled in my driveway the other day. We had that storm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fire department was there. Had my entire driveway roped off with red danger tape, and wouldn't let me down my driveway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, power lines, 2 trees across the driveway, power lines down in the middle. I mean, it was just. So I was trying to turkey hunt, but I couldn't get back there. Couldn't get the truck back. All my stuff was in the truck, so I ended up carrying supper all the way down the driveway in bags back to my house.
That's
I
funny.
mean, it's just McDonald's.
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
because we had no power.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, McDonald's.
Might as well live like we have no power.
McDonald's it is. So yeah, I was in a hurry.
Did you try the McArch?
So there, no.
Has anybody
what's
tried the
No, I
McArch?
have not.
What is it?
So I don't eat a lot of that stuff, but I'll tell you what, I rolled into that McDonald's right over here one day. I forgot lunch. I was starving. I rolled in. I'm like, McArch. It's like a double patty, whatever. Holy,
No, see, I just went nuggies.
so good.
What's
That's all I
that?
got was a
Is it a
McArch.
sauce
It's a
or what is
giant.
it?
No, it's a giant
It's a burger?
sandwich. Yeah, it's a burger. It's called the McArch. It's
Get after
phenomenal.
that.
Yeah,
I've never heard of such a thing.
so good.
It's incredible.
Yeah, so now it's my go-to. So I'll slip out and be like, if I don't bring lunch, I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna go for McArch. It's giant. Like you eat it, you're good for the whole day. It's giant. It's so good though.
I've not heard of it.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
yeah, so that's what we had. What else? Lisa blew her knee out.
Oh,
That was
she did?
interesting. Yeah, working out.
Like ACL?
Yeah, she's
Oh,
trying
shit.
to figure it out right now. She threw like 180 pounds up over her head, and she got the bar up and just knee gave out, went out down to the floor, dropped the bar, like the whole 9 yards. It was a bad deal. So
10 years. She's been 10 years probably doing CrossFit.
No, she's been doing CrossFit since 2015.
Yeah.
So 10, 11 years. Mm-hmm. Never had an injury ever. But yeah,
Crazy.
something about just she got it up over there, and I don't know
The
how.
angle and
Yep.
the yeah.
and just poof down she went. So I got that going on. It's it's been a tough one.
That's a shitty.
Haven't been able to turkey hunt, which is killing me. I had those birds on our place with the boys, and then they did the backfield. They came in and planted it, and when they planted it, the birds are all gone. So I just got to find some time to get out there.
Well, we got Schuster's in town, old Captain Hefe.
Yep.
He came in, I think, what was it, Thursday? No, Tuesday. But then he went right up north, and we went up north, northern Michigan, over by Frankfort, Glen Arbor area. Have you guys been over Crystal Mountain?
Yeah, Crystal.
Yeah. We stayed right on the Betsy, had a cabin there for a couple nights that they got. Actually, I think it was just one night. Beautiful. It's awesome. Like, I forget
so
that part up there. You're not really on the. I mean, Glen Arbor, you're on the water, but Crystal Mountain, where like Williamston, I think is kind of where that's at. It's not on the water, but you have the Betsy right there, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
Betsy's
awesome. Sweet.
Went down to the river and we didn't fish or anything, but got about 15 ticks on us in one walk.
Oh, that's fun.
There's so many.
They're everywhere up here right now.
And Kate, his wife Kate, she hates ticks. So I was telling her, I mean, if you ever see the slow motion footage of what ticks do when they hook onto you, they sit onto a blade of grass and literally put their freaking arms open like this. Yep. They're just waiting for anything to walk by. And I told her that in the cabin. So we're walking down there, and she's looking at these blades of grass alongside the trail. Sure enough, she found multiple that are just sitting there with their arms open, ready to hook onto you.
Ready to kill you. Mother Nature's vampires, dude.
Yeah, they're awful.
They're the worst thing in the world.
Man. They're bad this year. Worst I've ever seen them.
Oh, my God.
Worst I've ever seen them.
They're the worst.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then we came back. Was it yesterday? We went out. Yeah, we
all the days are running together. But
I know.
It was yesterday.
I don't even know what today is, to be honest with you.
It's Thursday.
Is it Wednesday? Yeah.
It is Wednesday.
I'm a mess. Don't ask me. Literally,
I have no
I was like,
idea.
it's Thursday, isn't it? No, it's Wednesday.
Jesus.
Yeah. So yesterday morning we hunted. Tuesday morning.
Yeah. So we hunted. So Monday afternoon we went to CCR, and he got a new over under.
Yeah.
And 12 gauge turkey gun, and so it comes with chokes. So it comes with a full choke, and so we go out there, and he got a red dot for the top of it. Threw the red dot on. Boom! 20. Well, it was like 25 yards. Nothing on the paper. So I said, well, piss out. Let's bring this into like 15 yards. Doof! Nothing on the paper at 15 yards.
No.
Wow.
So we're adjusting the red dot, and you gotta move it after we started screwing around with it. You got to chase it like a bow sight.
Yeah, like a bow.
It's not a scope. So we were early thinking about it. We were just going the wrong way. So we bring it down like 50 MOA back down and got it on paper. So okay, we're on paper. So we move it back to like 35, 40 yards, about the extent of the range. Doom. Lets one rip like 4 BBs in the head. I'm like, that's not good enough.
Not gonna do it.
So he went and got another turkey choke for it. And we hadn't shot it yet, but so I shot my Longbeard right next to it from 40 yards, like blew the head off the
like 400
off the target.
Yeah.
It's just I don't ever pattern that, because it's just
once it's in, it's in. Like,
it's
you're
literally,
done.
I swear it's killed well over 100 turkeys.
Yeah.
And but Scott's, he shot his, and it just a couple BBs. It was on the bottom side of the pattern, so that bothered me. I'm like, he should have just ripped that. He was in a weird, So I'm like, I'm gonna shoot it, and just tore its head off. So
the only time you really have to go back is like if you change loads or something, maybe go back,
See what it's doing.
see what's going on. But
or choke
you shoot
just
the
to
same
see
load.
again what that choke's doing for
Yeah,
you.
but with that gun and that choke, like you never change that combo.
I mean, and I shot Longbeard XR. Longbeard XR at 40 yards. I think I had 48 BBs in the head.
Yeah.
48
Yeah,
at 40 yards. And, they have tungsten now, Longbeard tungsten, which is incredible. But my Lord.
Yeah.
That's why they created XR in the beginning, is because you don't need the extra.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get it. It's always nice to have a little extra, but man, that Longbeard XR is still so good.
Oh, it's so good.
So good.
Yep.
So good.
At Keefer Brothers, our mission is to pass on what the wild has taught us. Every single step into the wild tells a story, and we've spent years capturing those moments in the rawest way possible. So if you're not afraid to step outside of your comfort zone and you want to go further and live the kind of life that most people only talk about, be sure to visit KeeferBrothers.com. Whether you're there for the stories, the skills, or the connection, everything lives at KeeferBrothers.com and the all-new companion app.
Every shot counts. And when it's time to make it count, you want the best. Winchester Ammunition has built its legacy on a commitment to innovation by continuously pushing what's possible. In the heartland of America, the American legend crafts ammunition that's purpose-built, reliable, accurate, and ready to perform no matter how harsh the conditions. Whether you're hunting or shooting for sport, Winchester will be there.
All right, let's talk about beer for a second. You ever notice there's a big difference between Busch Light drinkers and other beer drinkers? I like to say we live on the wild side. You know, a guy with a Busch Light in his hand, he's a man of the people. He's out there in the wild every day. He's in the trenches smashing bushies with a smile on his face. You know why? Because he doesn't care. He's not looking for a soulmate. He just needs something to wash that damn jerky down. And he's got himself a 12-pack of Freedom in a can. And when that can gets cracked, it's like opening a door to a whole different world. It's just a vibe. And if you haven't felt it, you should. So go grab yourself a case of bushies, give them a rip, and take a walk on the wild side. Wherever your adventure takes you, count on Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's to make it memorable. From the timberline to the campsites to the lake and the range, get your family outfitted with the right gear. With premium brands like Worldwide Sportsman, Ascend, Instinct, Redhead, and Natural Reflections, they've got the apparel and the gear to make it the best adventure ever. Stop by today for a one-of-a-kind shopping experience in-store or online at BassPro.com and Cabela's.com. See for yourself at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's stores. Your adventure starts here.
For some of us, the hunt never stops. Grizzly understands that more than most. Rugged, reliable, and built to never back down. Whether you're on the trail, by the water, or deep in the dark timber, Grizzly is by your side. Tough enough to take on the wild and ready for whatever you can throw. Grizzly is committed to products that never let you down. Always on the hunt with Grizzly.
Out here in the wild, precision isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. Leupold Optics is built on the foundation of American craftsmanship, where every features function first. For over a century now, they've combined dedication and technology with a relentless put-it-to-the-test attitude, creating optics that stand up when everything else stands down. When it matters most, you need the best. That's what you get with Leupold Optics. While other companies out there warranty failure, Leupold guarantees performance for life. You've got things that matter. Memories, heirlooms, documents, firearms. And we all know that life is unpredictable. At Winchester Safes, they make sure life's unpredictable moments don't take those things from you. They use state-of-the-art methods that refuse to sacrifice quality. They put everything they have into their products, offering proven protection and peace of mind. There's only one safe company worthy of the title, the American Legend, and that's Winchester Safes. Follow at Winchester Safes or learn more on winchestersafes.com. When you're miles from help, second chances don't exist. That's why we shoot Rage broadheads. Massive cutting diameter, field point accuracy, and devastating results when it matters most. Hunt with Rage.
So he used that the next morning.
Yeah.
So we went out and Chris has a, I don't know, it's his spot. He killed 3 birds out of there last year. Becky Yackley killed, Katie killed,
and Stephen killed.
Stephen from
Anheuser-Busch.
Busch.
Yeah, he killed.
So we roost birds and well, actually, we shot about 15 turkey loads. And I'm like, we're not going to roost birds here tonight.
Yeah,
we're just going to leave. So you said, hey, I got one basically in the spot I knew he was.
I was laying on the couch at 9:15. It gets dark here about 9:30. It's getting later every night, which I love, you know, but at the same time, I'm laying on the couch. I just sat down. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. And then I go, oh, I got to roost that bird. And I literally told Katie, I said, push pause on the movie. She goes, you're going to roost? I said, I will be back in 8 minutes. I jumped in the tracker, rolled at this secret spot down here, roll in, drove up, one owl hoot. He hammered back, same trees always in, and I went back. I was back in 8 minutes, and I was like, go ahead, we're good. He's located. Yep. Texted you, and I'm like, we're ready for the morning, and he is in the spot. We're going to get him.
He's in the spot, so we get to your place, and we sneak over, get out, and I don't know, it's probably 20 after 5, still on the roost, hadn't gobbled yet. I think you might have owl hooted or something.
Right when we were about to set up, it was like that perfect light where I was like, let's just see what tree's in.
Yeah.
And it was like just one owl hoot, and we were like, oh,
he's 100 yards back, and he's in the timber. We have plenty of room to move around. And now you said there's 2 hens. Yeah. We didn't see the hens. Yeah. Figured they were pretty close. Now, this bird you've had history with, and he is a big wuss.
He is, man. Mike and I had him twice. He came gobbled, saw Petey, went all the way around us and gobbled behind us. And then the second time I set a Jake up, he gobbled, came in, saw the Jake, turned around and left. Yeah. Like neither one gave us a shot, always around, gave up his hens. I'm like, I don't understand. And he's a big bird.
Yeah. Educated.
Like, he is an educated bird. It is in the secret garden. So there's a lot of, it's the death circle is what I call it, because it's a track. It's an old horse track that's grown in with lanes like a spoke. So you can literally go in there. You can sneak up within 20 yards of them because of the way the lanes are, and then they're right there. So it's a fun hunt if you know like where they're at, and you can see them from a certain spot. So, I mean, he's educated. He's got to be leftover from last year.
He's one of the leftovers.
He's one of the leftovers. He saw some shooting last year for sure. Had to be.
Yeah. He's heard the BBs go by.
He is so scared. I've never seen a big tom like that with 2 hens be that like, nope, not happening. And he was by himself one day and still didn't come into the Jake. So, so we only had 2 hens this time.
Yeah.
We're like, no, let's just leave the males out.
So we put 2 hens out, and we get in a good spot. And I knew he was still up, but it wasn't too early. So I did a fly down cackle, and I hit my hat.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I did twice, 2 of those, because I knew there's 2. You said there's 2 hens.
You nailed it on that one.
And didn't say a word, and he cut himself off 10 times.
He choked on himself. I mean,
excited.
Oh, dude, I'm not kidding you. That was one of the best fly downs. Because you had a mouth call, you were cutting and fly, and even I looked to my right to see like, is there a bird? Like you had a good setup that morning.
And so that's kind of like one of those secret things. If you know that he's got 2 hens, and I didn't know he was separate from them. Yeah. But if those hens are separate, and there's any other gobbler activity in the area, those fly down first. He wants to get down, and he wants to be right with them.
He came down quick.
So he came within a minute. Yeah. He gobbled from the floor, and so we're like, all right, here we go. Didn't even really call at all. Just shut up, because he gobbled, gotten closer.
He's vocal.
And I'm like, all right. The hens are about 15 yards to our right, and you're over behind a tree. I'm right there by Jeff, and thinking he's going to come right into the field. He's going to see those 2 hens and just and come and strut right to him. No, he hangs up in the timber about 5-10 yards in, goes behind us a little bit, and I'm like, all right. So I cut and yelped and cut, give him a little hen assembly, and he comes back around, and then we can see his head. Yeah. And he starts working left to right in the perimeter, inside the timber, and he's about, for noon, he's about 9, then he goes to 10 o'clock, then he is 11 o'clock, then noon. So he's straight away from us, and he pops out at about 60 yards, 55 yards, and gobbling at the hens. Yeah. Right? And what he's saying is, you come to me.
Get over here.
Yeah. You come to me. But when they don't come, and there's no other hens and there's no other gobblers, he should just come to that.
Yeah.
Or at least
break, another 20 yards.
At least break.
At least break.
But he sat out there and he just didn't want to.
No.
And it's either he's educated or he's just a big wuss.
Yeah.
And so Jeff was kind of trying to get in a position because we could tell he's not coming in.
No.
He's hanging up. And we could have let him go and we could have cut across, but at that point he's got tungsten in there. It's a 60-yard shot, but there's a tree kind of like he couldn't completely move to the right because he was in between two trees, and he got to the, and then he kind of angled it like he was breaching
sideways. He did a sideways 12 gauge.
Can't
at her.
I had a Tacticam on. I haven't looked at the footage yet. I had a Tacticam on the end of the barrel.
I'm gonna say that bullseye is going to be a little loud.
Yeah, it's going to be yeah. So anyway, I don't know if he straightened it out. Regardless, it was a long shot.
It was.
And as soon as he shot, bird flew off, and there we go.
But
Over.
it was we did. I didn't see it, but you did hear the hens. So
right
when
right.
he came into the field and he was on his way, and then he kind of went left, and then the real hens. We're back there.
They
and
both
I know
flew
he's
down.
always with two.
So
they
he's probably
fired.
like,
So
Yeah,
it's almost like he stopped and hit the brakes. Like, no, who's that back there? And so it's like he's with those two. And by the way, he was there last night with the two hens. Like he's there again. Like he's not leaving those two hens. He just is hard to kill.
He
man.
was
Go sit
shot
under
at.
the roost tree.
Well, that's right now. You gotta.
We
That's
can
what's
get
gonna
tight
be.
on.
Yeah,
the
it's
roost
either
tree.
sit under the roost tree or he comes to that food plot.
Yeah, just go sit.
You just got to deer hunt him, which I don't particularly like to do. Like get in the blind and just wait for him. Like if we did that, you had a kid or first time or something, this bird will die. So if you want to take a guaranteed spot for Gunner to kill a bird, set the blind right there. I promise you that
Ground
bird's going to
blind
show
would
it. Don't
be,
even call. Just sit
come
there
to
and
you.
he is going to walk in and strut because they're there every morning. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
So, but he's tough to call kill because he saw the decoy and he's gone.
Yep.
And then he didn't come to the two. But he's vocal. I mean, the bird, he must have gobbled 50 times.
Oh yeah,
So-
it's craziness.
Yeah, it's weird.
He wasn't shy about that. And, it reminds me of a bird about 10 years ago. We were by the Tittabawassee River on a property we have over there, and Gib and I were in a ground blind, and I had a jake and a hen decoy out. I didn't know what type of bird I was hunting. I just knew there was a lot of birds in there. He was roosting back in a big pine tree, pitches down, and it's about an hour later he pops out of the timberline, and you can just tell he's a big bird. Like you know when you see he's like the chest the
is always
heavy,
the giveaway.
yeah,
Everything.
big
Holy
chest,
shit.
big head. Even you could see beard was thick and wide and long. I'm like, that's a mature bird. But he stood out and strutted for 20 minutes in the field, and he was probably 100 yards out. We had a Hazel Creek decoy back in the Hazel Creek days. Hazel Creek, Jake, and a hen. So it was the real deal.
Yeah.
And they were probably 15 yards from our ground blind, and he strutted and strutted and gobbled and strutted and gobbled. Again, he's wanting that hen to break from that Jake and come to him.
Yeah.
And then he's like, piss on it. Finally, 25 minutes later, he tucks his wings and just starts coming. And he's coming, and he's strutting, and he's coming. And I was glassing him on the way in, and I see he's got hooks, massive hooks. Old bird. He gets into like 10 yards. I cut, stop him. Gibb shoots him, and we go up to him. And he's doing the old dino kick and I'm looking at it. I went to grab him. I pulled my hand back. He had 1 5/8 spurs and 1 3/4 on each. Well, I measured him later.
So big.
Yeah.
29-pound bird, 12.5-inch beard,
big
just
bird.
a massive bird. But he was old.
Yep.
So, again, he could have been a little educated. He just might not have been feeling it. So much of it is how these turkeys feel, what their attitude is at the time. But he didn't want to come in. He just sat there, and finally he was like, I'm going to come kick your ass and take my hen.
Yeah.
But, yeah, turkeys are funny, man. They're just it's all about timing.
Timing and attitude.
Yeah.
Like Friday last week, when that bird was roosted on my place, I took Ryder back in the morning, and he pitched out, started calling. The hen started barking at me. So I'm like, oh, I'll fire her ass right up and drag him right in here. So I fired her up to the point. She came, she left him. She came all the way in and stood at 10 yards, and he stayed back in there, gobbling his face off by himself.
That's exactly what this
I'm
bird
like,
did.
what's your deal, man? Like, why did you not follow that hen all the way in here?
Yep.
And it's funny because I would call to him, and she was at 10 yards, and she would call back at me from right there.
Yep.
I'm like, this shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
Like, what is he doing over there?
It's the
He's
same
got the
thing.
real deal, walking around here calling like crazy, plus me. Like, nope. And there was no other bird.
Yeah.
Like, it was just him.
What's hard with turkeys is with a white-tailed deer, you can see visually if he's a younger deer.
Yeah.
Younger buck. You got 2-year-old rack, 3-year-old rack. Okay, well, he's timid probably because you can tell he's a younger bird. But unless you can see a spur on these birds, and sometimes you can tell by head size and whatever else, but it could be just a younger subordinate gobbler getting his ass kicked. So you try and this is a technique that Waddell uses that I think is very, very smart. I'm going to start integrating this if we can. Now, we can't necessarily do that in Michigan. We can't manipulate a fan.
Yeah. Right.
You can't do that. But you can put a fan out and leave it.
Yes.
And what he does a lot is he puts either a hen or no hen out. Usually it's no hen at all. And he'll call, and when he gets a bird to come in, if it hangs up, well, he'll just show the fan, and it comes in, from there. So he doesn't ever even use decoys unless the situation calls for it.
Yeah.
And, when you can call like 15 turkeys
when you
at
sound
once.
like, when you are a turkey, like,
It's unfair, actually.
Waddy calling and me calling are two different ball games.
Yeah.
Well, this bird on my place, he was a big bird. I mean, I've got a picture of him on that. There's a Cabela cell cam on the gap back there, and he's strutting on camera, and then there's one where he's standing there, and it's chest. Like, you see his head looks this big around.
Yeah.
Like, his neck is that big around.
Yep.
And he's definitely a dominant bird. I don't know what is. And then we drove around that whole day looking at all the farm, and I could not find a bird to save my life. I don't know. It's strange.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, yep.
Well, it's been so far so good. I mean, it's been good. The birds seem to be, numbers wise, they're not bad. They're not in our same places, but there's new bird popping. Like,
Yeah,
there's
I think
new
the numbers feel
properties,
good.
but the numbers feel good.
Yeah.
I mean, we still did our loop, and I mean, him and I Mike and I probably did 7 different sets on where we had birds gobbling, or that's not going to work, but it was definitely, that was a tom, or we saw something and couldn't get in. But I mean, we had good numbers on birds. Not as many. Like, we saw 3 toms strutting together on that piece of property over by my house.
Yep.
I still don't know how I can get. It's the one piece of property that, like, there's no house.
Yep.
And I can't find the guy's number to call, but man, those are 3 giant toms together. So yeah, I mean, we saw a lot of good birds.
Yeah.
So far this year.
Yep.
But they're around.
Well, we as soon as we're done with the cast here, I'm going to take Gib and Jeff head over to Claire and try to get a little afternoon walk around just to see before he heads back.
I killed that bird at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was 3:45
Yep.
when we killed on Saturday.
Yep.
So, I mean, plenty of time. I mean, and he was gobbling. I mean, it was still 4 o'clock, but it was a sunny day.
Yeah, this should be good today.
Yeah.
I haven't been over to Claire in, I don't think, 2 or 3 years to turkey hunt it. But there's birds there, a lot of birds.
They're everywhere.
It's such
Bobby
a
said there's a ton.
fun piece to hunt for
Yeah.
turkeys.
You got a lot of land to go around.
Yep.
Yep. A lot of land over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's playtime.
Yeah.
So Gib leaves for New York next week for the summer. So want to see if we can get him a bird.
Get him a bird before he goes.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yep.
That'll be fun.
What else we got? We got a shipment yesterday, didn't we, Casey?
We did. We got
was
a shipment.
exciting.
I know. We got a little more still to come, but so we've teamed up with Eberlestock.
Yeah.
Dude, their gear, you guys know. I'm not
Oh.
telling you anything you didn't know. I
unbelievable.
took it on drop this year. Dropped is always the ultimate test because we beat the shit out of everything.
Yep.
And ran their mod frame with a Brooks and some bat wings, and just overall, I mean, the gear's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's literally, you look at it and you're like, it's quality. It'll
Yeah.
hold up. It's going to work. The stitching, I mean, they've thought it through really, really well. So, yeah, we got the first shipment of Eberlestock come in. We're going to do a bunch of hard-on-ship videos for the app.
Yep.
Be producing those. Also got another shipment. We got some of the new Instinct Merino.
Yeah.
Some of the new line there. So
That's pretty badass stuff.
Yeah, it's
Excited about
dude.
that.
And they've had an Instinct Merino line. This new one is above and beyond. Like just the pieces, the way they thought through them, the weights, the zippers, the hoods, like what has this, what doesn't, the features, all of it. So it's cool because now's the time of year where all that stuff's starting to come, samples for product for the fall and all that. So we'll be cranking on some of that content for the app coming up here soon for sure.
Yeah.
But it's always a fun time.
What's the story on Eberlestock? That was a pretty unique story.
Yeah. So Eberlestock was founded by a veteran, and they kind of came into the space in that like military tactical mindset, but also with that diehard passion for hunting and backcountry.
Yeah.
And so when you marry those two mindsets together, I mean, for tack and military, your gear's got to take the shit. Like it's got to be. There's high demand on that stuff, and so. Like I said, when you tie those two mindsets together, you get some really high quality stuff.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean,
F-16, I think F-16 or F-18 fighter pilots. So yeah. Badasses.
The hunting packs just, I mean, they speak for themselves. They're incredible. But what I love is there's luggage. The luggage line as well is durable, amazing. And then I'm excited for the Bandit, which is their day pack, and just like because I have a backpack that I carry all this stuff in back and forth like every day to work and in and out and everything else. But man, I'm excited for that Bandit because that's just a sweet pack and just be able to carry every day.
Oh yeah,
you know, it's just an awesome pack. So I can't wait. So a box came yesterday, but it hasn't been divvied up yet.
I think it's
by name.
Yeah, we still got more showing up.
Yeah, so I was like, I got excited when I saw the box. I carried it over and dropped it, and I was like, we got delivery.
Yeah.
So I love delivery days. So
delivery days are good.
Yeah, so excited about working with those guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun and a lot more to come on that. So
yeah, they're good people too.
Yeah,
which is always cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yep.
We got a lot of stuff coming up, man. It's hard because this one the business wise is really. We've just been. Oh my God, we've just been cranking on stuff, trying to get a lot of this stuff locked in and done for fall and all kinds of.
I wish we could get into more of it. We can't yet.
No,
there's a lot of stuff on the precipice that's so exciting.
It's just taking up a lot of our time, so it's just tough because it's that time of year. But it's exciting stuff all the way around. So, I'm trying to think.
I saw a post yesterday, and it says. Take $1 million, or over a 24-hour period, you get $500 for every 3-pointer you make. So, or get that. So $1 million, 500 3-pointers an hour, or $500 per 3-pointer that you make over a 24-hour period. Or do you just take the $1 million? Well, I was doing the math, and a pretty good shooter. I'm like, I'm shooting the threes. I'm shooting them. So
you're gonna hand me that millie. I'm taking that bag.
I was thinking, you guys will take the $1 million.
I'm taking that bag and I'm gone.
I'm the worst basketball player you have ever seen.
Yep.
Like I'm not actually. Ryder and I just had this conversation.
Yeah.
He was at a buddy's house and I'm like, "What are you guys doing?" He's like, we're playing basketball." I go, "How'd that go?" He's like,
"Is that Dylan's?"
He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "It was." He's like, "I am so bad." I'm like, well, Dylan's 6'8". He's not bad.
No.
So Ryder's like, I'm like, it's in the genes, dude. Don't worry. I'm like, I might be worse than you. So, yeah, I'm terrible. Yeah.
Basketball and hockey don't translate.
Give me the money.
Yeah.
Every other sport but basketball, man.
How I can put a puck this big in a spot that big from 80 feet at 90 miles an hour, but I can't put a ball this big in a hoop at 10 feet?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? It's muscle memory, though.
It's muscle memory.
Yeah, it's terrible.
You give me that bag, I'm leaving. 1 milli.
It's basically
and tap it.
It equates to 2 3-pointers per minute for 12 hours will get you to the $1 million, which is nothing, man. 2 threes. So 2 threes per minute is.
So you got a total of $2 million then. Right?
Yeah, you could get up to $2 million, but you could take a break too. I mean, but you could get up to $2 million.
Yeah.
So two threes per minute. So let's do the quick math. I think that's 2 threes per minute
if 2 threes per minute was 12 hours.
120 per hour.
Yeah.
Times 24. Should equal like 3,000. Can't remember.
2,880.
Yeah. So if you, and 2 threes a minute is nothing, man. Like, I mean, you would get.
For you, 2 threes a minute, I'd have to shoot 5 threes a minute just to see if I can get 2 to drop. That you're assuming you're going to make both.
I think I could make 4 a minute or 5.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, your arm's going to get tired, so you're going to get
aggressive.
You're going to get worn out.
2,888 3-pointers. That's a lot of lifting.
It's a lot. Yeah. So it's
Give me
a lot.
money.
For the difference that it is, I'm taking the $1 million. I'm just going to go away and forget the work.
Yeah.
How was Calhoun's 3-pointer game?
I'm not official. He does not have the all-time record. Lake has the all-time record.
Does he?
For season. Okay. For the season.
Okay.
I'm not sure about career. What I should know this. Maybe Lake even has it for the career. But he was Brandon came in on the front end of the 3-point era.
Yeah.
So 2-point shots were still like a big deal. Yeah. But he was an incredible shooter. Yeah, he averaged 30 points a game his senior year, which you just don't see that anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Play guitar like that and shoot like that.
Yeah, I would average 30 points a career in basketball.
I might make
15 of them would be chiseled from someone else.
I might make $500 in the whole thing.
Chisel
for 24 hours.
Can you chisel in basketball?
Yeah, I don't know.
If you can
I thought about like actually doing it. Like I would love to just go to a gym like almost 50, and the key is a really good rebounder, or they have these machines. Basically, it's a gun.
Yeah.
So you shoot it and it just shoot. It's like a big bat wing, and it collects the rebounds, and it just shoots them back to you. Boom. And if you could do that, then you could definitely do it. But if you have to rebound your own shot and run and get it and come back, I'd take the $1 million, no question.
So
without shooting.
I think we need to set this up. I think it needs to be JB versus the Big Smooth.
Yeah.
And,
he'd kick my ass.
Big Smooth Fillmore.
He still plays basketball.
He can barely walk. He's no
It's
way.
the AIDS.
The HIV.
Oh, jeez.
So what's the equivalent in hockey? So what would be like a challenge for $1 million? Would it be like blue line through the 5-hole or something?
Picking corners.
Yeah, you'd put the shooter tutor up probably, and so you block it, and the shooter tutor just has the corners cut out and then the 5-hole slot. And the 5-hole slot is the size of the puck, basically. Yeah. So you'd have to do that and then pick a spot on the ice, probably above the circles or something.
Yeah,
like
blue
line probably, the blue line.
You can do it the NHL guys do it consistently from top of the circle, no problem.
Yeah.
So you'd have to back it up.
You'd have to be at the blue line.
Yeah, you'd have to get to it.
So you go to the blue line, and then it would have to be like any puck in that, like you'd have top corner, left corner, whatever it is, and then just consistently shoot. But again, the same thing. If you had to chase your own pucks, you'd be in trouble. But if you had someone just feeding you, you could shoot in a minute. I mean, you could rip through a lot in a minute because you're just going. And once you get in a groove, I don't know how to explain this, and I'm sure it's the same with 3-pointers. You get that feel or whatever. When you get in a groove, when you got a corner picked and you get 2 in a corner, you can sink 10 in a corner because you know it's like it's a muscle memory.
The release
and it's like bam,
like
and then once you get it, you're like, oh, that was the speed, and then it's wham, 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 and you can just go. I mean, it's the same type of thing.
Yeah,
we always played a game. So when this was when Dick Blasey was coaching, and we were assistant coaches of the team before Cody took over the high school team. We always went out on the ice when they would do their warm up, right? Everybody had to do their warm up, and we would stand at the red line. It was a blue line. We stand at the blue line, and then each coach would fire and had to hit the crossbar.
Yeah, call it 3-bar.
It was 3-bar, and so if you hit the left bar, you had to move to the crossbar, and then you had to move to the right bar, and then it was basically and it would be between the coaches while we're sitting there waiting, and we'd play 3-bar the whole time.
And then the final is you got to flip it and land it on top of the net.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you got to get under it and allow it to come down and land on
top
of the net.
if okay, so that's a fun game. Mm-hmm. So if somebody said take $1 million or over the course of 1 minute, you have to do that.
Put it on top of the net.
Do all 5.
Oh,
boom, boom, boom,
minute?
boom, boom.
Shit.
That's hard, huh?
That's hard.
That's
to,
hard.
To do all of those is
so
hard.
what, 5 minutes? What's a number that you could...
5 minutes.
5 minutes to hit left bar, right bar, top bar?
Yeah.
I mean, consistently. I mean, there's times you step up and you ring all three and you're like, game's over, boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
just-
we would do
it's
that
one of
in
those
practice,
deals.
and we only had
Yeah.
probably a 7-minute warm up, and
about
someone would end up winning.
Yeah.
It would always come down to the flip.
The flips?
The bars, all three of us would hit bars. It would always come down to the flip, and then someone would get it and be like, but yeah, I mean, you think about it. I mean, really, when they were warming up, I mean, they only got about a 7-minute warm up.
Yeah.
So we had to do it in that time. So you'd have to shrink
doable.
it.
Yeah,
You'd have
100%.
to shrink it down to like 4 minutes or something,
Yeah.
like to make it where it's like for $1 million, or you'd have to shrink it down to make it like, oh, I got to go.
Yeah, because
But
in
you
the
could hit
hoops,
through-
you said you had to do it if you made 2 a minute, right?
Yep.
You could never do 2 rounds of that. Well, I mean,
Listen, you get 3 pucks in a row, you can go ding, ding, ding. So it'll because you can shoot fast.
Yeah.
So you could, I mean, really, again, if you got that much money on the line, the time limit would have to be short to be like
Yeah.
a real challenge.
So what about if you had a goalie stick, and you went from goal to goal and try to make it in, like, is that pretty easy to do?
Yeah, that's pretty easy to do.
easy.
yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of something that's 2 per minute that would be roughly the same.
I don't know with the puck, just because the release is so much quicker. In fact, like
You can do a lot more
You can do
with
a
it.
lot
Yeah.
more. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's a tough question. I think you'd have to shrink it down to either 2 minutes or 3 minutes to do
A
all
bunch
of
of
it.
stuff.
All,
Yeah.
all of it. Like if you
Yeah.
could do that instead of, or take the $1 million, like get in all 3 posts and flip it on the top in 3 minutes, that would be, I think that you could do it, but
Yeah.
it would come down to the flip. Because a flip
yeah.
is not, you're not, once you get the aim, you're like ding, 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 right? Or you're real close and the next one hits. But then everybody was always, because that's like, control and like goes up,
Yeah.
or then you'd miss, it'd go down.
lands and
then it
bounces.
lands
Bounces
and bounces,
off,
or
yeah.
it goes over the back.
You're almost
by-
not in control of that one.
You're not.
You know,
that's
and
the hardest.
tough part.
That would be the hardest.
Yeah.
one,
There's
for
so
sure.
many. You'll hit the net 4 or 5 times before it actually like settles and just lands on
Yeah.
that. Like it'll hit and bounce off. 'cause
Yeah,
of the
where you hit the
tension.
post and it goes this way. Like, so it's got to be precise. It's a basketball. It's a 3-point shot with a hockey puck precisely landing right on the top of that net. So it's, but it happens. I mean, someone always would get it, but it would take some time. So,
Yeah, that's an interesting one. The thing that fascinates me now is you look at some of these guys like, you look at like Tage Thompson.
oh Jesus,
I mean, the guy's a mammoth of a man, but the way he can control the puck, like he's
Stop
literally
dance.
inside a phone booth
Yeah.
at that size, and to be able to shoot the puck from the most awkward position. And that's one thing that as the skill and these guys have gotten faster and faster, like shooting in awkward positions is now the norm.
Yeah.
Because goaltending has gotten so good. Like you can't traditionally like tee the puck up like you used to. Like you got to be comfortable shooting when you're uncomfortable.
Yep.
And so to see that now, like it's unreal. I mean, that guy did a spin shot the other night that
yeah, it's
he had no
unbelievable.
business doing at his size.
Yeah.
And he scored, and
Yeah.
you're like, holy shit, man. Like the talent level is just incredible.
Yeah.
So it's cool, fun to see.
And
Yeah.
the Habs move on.
I was just gonna say the Habs. I watched that game.
God, I wanted Buffalo.
Patsy's mother-in-law is ecstatic.
Yeah.
She is so happy.
the only one in the whole family, but she's
And
excited.
I mean, did you guys watch did you watch the intro to the game?
Nope.
I didn't see the intro.
So make it a point when they kick it off. They'll be back in Montreal for Game 3. Make it a point to watch the game before it starts and watch that crowd.
Oh, the crowd's unbelievable right now in the forum. Like,
Dude. Lisa looked at me. She's like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "Do you know what it must be like
Yeah.
to step on that ice right
Oh,
now?"
couldn't even
I mean, they bring the torch out with old Habs players,
Yeah.
the flame, the music. Like
Oh,
it's
I didn't see that. I gotta watch that.
dude, it is over the top. She literally was like, "You're crying." I'm like, "Stop talking." Like,
Yeah.
this
You ruined
is,
the moment.
Yeah, I'm like, just what it's got to feel like to step on that ice,
Yeah.
and that environment is through the roof.
Well, Subban
So
was
you gotta
talking
watch it.
about that. He's like, that's out of all sports, that is the best. That nothing can compare to what that is.
Yeah.
In any sport in the country.
I believe it.
Now
Yeah.
soccer, that's different. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
But he said in our country, in our North America,
yeah.
There's nothing that can top that right there.
Dude, when they start, and my father-in-law hates it, but when they start the ole, ole, ole,
Yeah.
ole, like it's just, you could feel it through the TV.
Yeah.
Like that's how
It
crazy
gives you
powerful
chills
it
through
is.
the TV.
And the other thing Phil and I were talking about the other day is and I'm not kidding you, go back and watch next game. Every single person in that rink, all 20,000 of them, have a jersey on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll watch games where a shit ton of people have jerseys. Not everyone.
Yeah.
You look at that building, every single person in there.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's nuts.
When's the last time they won a cup?
Dude, they haven't.
1996.
Yeah,
I looked it up.
it's
They're
been a long
they're also the number one winningest franchise ever.
Yeah.
26 cups.
Well, and they go all the way back.
Yeah, 'cause
to
they go all the
Montreal
way back.
Maroons and
So,
they
but it's
won.
been since the 90s, and it's also the last Canadian team to ever win was Montreal.
Yep.
So
And they haven't been. I'm trying to think of the last time they were even really in contention.
it's since I think they won the cup.
It's been a
Like
while.
when it was Wall era, like
it's been a
that
while.
scenario before he went to Cleveland, or I mean Colorado.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Cleveland.
But yeah, the fan base
Cleveland.
is just
fuck did I
absolutely
get Cleveland
rabid.
from?
I mean, it's crazy.
What's the name Habs come from?
The
Habitants.
habitants? Yeah, it's like the
French.
Canadians,
It's a nickname.
basically.
Yeah, the Canadians, but the
Well, if you look
Habitants.
at their logo, it's got the C for Canadians and then the H in the middle for
Yeah.
habitats.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hockey city. You know, and they were talking about expansion because Quebec used to have the Nordiques too.
yeah.
And then when the Nordiques bailed and became Colorado Avalanche, there's nobody left but the Canadians.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Montreal.
Or the Canadians.
I love the fact that this is taking it back for just a second. So, Spit and Chicklets Biz is a Toronto guy, right? Well, now he has the Maple Leafs are dead to him, okay, because of what they've done. They're
Till next year.
Well, listen,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
dead to
fucking
him.
Biz.
He's like they are dead. He's like what they've done to this organization, and he is a Leafs guy, right? He's like they have ruined it. So he goes on Spit and Chicklets and he says all this, right? 2 days later, the draft happens. They go from the 12th pick in the draft in the lottery to the number one pick in the draft in the lottery. And he's like, they're dud. They're nothing. And then, Gavin McKenna's going to go there for sure.
Yeah.
There is no way that he's not coming back with Gavin McKenna. He's coming back. But he is on this
fucker.
train of they're dead. Gavin McKenna is going to the Maple Leafs.
Fucking Biz is not on the bandwagon. He's driving it.
He
is
100%
driving
he
the
is.
wagon.
100% he is.
I think I told you guys this one day. I have a newspaper clipping that I cut out as a kid when the Penguins drafted him
Biz?
of Biz. You imagine the disappointment in my 42-year-old self. Like, I was so fucking excited for this guy
Yeah.
that I cut him out of the paper.
Yeah.
What happened?
And now he's a plug.
Yeah.
That sits there and drives the fucking Maple Leafs bandwagon.
Yeah.
Yes. That's exactly what he is.
Disappointing.
That's exactly what he is.
I'll bring
And-
it in one day. I'll show it to the camera.
Yeah.
I still have it. It's
Yeah.
a perfect newspaper cutout. Paul
Oh, yeah.
Bissonnette, Saginaw Spirit.
Yeah.
Old Langer,
Our boys here,
our buddy
Zach.
Old Langer, he's got some fun stories of him and Biz hitting Pittsburgh back in the
and
day.
Witt.
So
There's a few.
so I just think it's funny because he's like they're dead. There's nothing gonna happen. Then they come from the 12th spot, win the lottery, go to number one, and there's no way it's not McKenna. So he said today that he was gonna do something with McKenna, and he's like that he's gonna start a fishing business with McKenna.
Oh,
He said,
sure.
I told McKenna, we're not going to start this fishing business if you go to Toronto. So he's thinking about it right now. He's thinking about it.
Yeah,
He ain't thinking about shit. He's going to Toronto. That's where he's going.
Unreal.
So, which I'll be honest with you, that's if he's going to go to an organization, like it would be cool to see Toronto back on the map because they really have shit the bed and the playoffs and all this
Yeah,
stuff.
but they've had the pieces.
I like what they have, but like
They've had the pieces,
it would be
man.
nice to see them. I do. I like Toronto. I've always liked them.
You got Nylander, you got Nyes, you got Austin. Like, what?
Yeah.
What are you missing?
A spine basically is where they're at. So
Unreal.
Organization.
yeah.
You imagine that's like the pressure in that city, pressure to play there though, like from a media standpoint. Oh,
I couldn't imagine.
insane.
We go back to like when you said Montreal and you're watching the game and you're emotional. Like that's why I fucking love sports so much. When you're watching these games and I'm crying in the living room.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what is going on? I'm just watching this game, but you know what it feels like to be in it. I mean, there were 2 times recently. One was when they retired Yager's jersey, I was at NWTF. We're at Nashville. We're day drinking. We're slamming Busch Lights at this bar, and I'm watching Yager, and I knew it was going to happen. I was watching on my phone, and they announced Lemieux's name, and they said, "In number Cison Suite," and they do the number, and as soon as that guy said that, I started bawling in a bar in Nashville.
Like a baby.
I was literally a kid. I was tearing up. I'm like, what the? I couldn't stop crying. Couldn't stop crying. And then today, I was very early this morning. I was cutting the grass, and I heard I was listening to Theo, and Theo had Mike Tyson on. Great interview with Mike Tyson. And again, part of childhood. I mean, you think about Mike Tyson when those fights were on, man. We would think about we're getting around. I mean, you had people coming over. It was a thing.
It was HBO.
Pay-per-view, man.
HBO, and you get together with all your high school buddies, and you would just hope that it lasted more than 20 seconds.
More than 20 seconds.
Because we just pooled up $50 to watch Mike.
It was unbelievable. And anyway, he was saying some stuff. Here's this athlete, and I'm like on the lawnmower, and I'm literally getting emotional as he's talking about his past and how broken he was and all this stuff. And I was like, and he said one line, and it just hit me, and I was like, oh my God. And I was literally like, just trying to keep the line straight on my tractor. I'm crying on this thing. It's crazy, man. It's just wild.
Michael's he's more intelligent than people give him credit for.
Very, very,
because of the way he talks. I think a lot of people dismiss him, but he is a smart dude. And he's a very intellectual guy. And he's a very studied guy. And because of the way he presents it, his little lisp and all that. People don't take him seriously, but the guy is pretty smart.
You can tell because he's quick. Theo is about as quick-witted as they come. And most people, Theo can get one over on him, and they don't realize that he just made fun of him, and it's like that's the funny part about it. Tyson got every one of his jokes above the thing. He was on it, dude. It's a really good interview.
I'll have to listen to that one.
Theo's just talking to Mike. He's coming out with a documentary. And he's like, you guys already fucking know everything about me. He's like, they're just paying me, so I'm doing another He's doing a documentary.
Undisputed Truth.
He's doing another live show. He's going to do another one. He's like,
if you haven't seen Undisputed Truth, go watch it. Because it is unbelievable.
So he said, I'm doing another live show. My wife wrote it, and he said, wait till you hear the midget story in this one. That's what he said. That's all he said. And everybody just started laughing.
It's always a good hook.
Theo's like, I can't believe this is happening. But his words, not mine. Don't cancel us. But
speaking of midgets,
always a good hook.
Before we end this, my buddy BT, he'd have these end of the world parties. I think or BT blackout parties. I can't remember what he called them up in Gaylord. And he hired a midget one year, and all these people would come in. And he'd have 100, 150 people at this party. Back in, I don't know, I think he worked for Jay's back in the day or whatever, but he had this little person he hired to come in and do tricks. He was a magic tricks. So he'd come around and do these magic tricks and, do things. And so BT started sipping, and he got a little rowdy, and he threw the midget. So he got, and it's illegal in the state of Michigan to throw midgets. You can't throw a midget.
I would think so. It's assault.
It's assault.
It's illegal to throw anybody.
It's not like it's a baseball.
I guess against his will, but you can't. He couldn't do anything about it. So he threw him to one of his buddies or something. And he said, "I'm out of here." So I don't think he drove off. I think he had to call somebody to come pick him up.
Threw him to one of his buddies. Like, hey, here's my glasses. Hold them.
Catch.
Here's my little person.
So that's my midget story.
I got a quick,
I wasn't there, by the way.
If you're not talking about Iowa, I don't know what you're going to talk about. Okay.
I have a quick one.
Good.
I have a quick one.
Good, because we'll end on that one.
Yeah, so we had to do some work on some bows in Iowa one year, and the closest place was actually Bass Pro Shops in Nebraska, in Omaha. And it was like an hour and a half drive, and we're like, we got to get this bow fixed, and we need a press. We don't there's no choice. So we're like, well, we got to drive over there. So we drive over there, and they shut the lights off, which is a whole different story. We do what we got to do at the shop. They close the shop. We leave. We're driving back. We stop at a gas station about halfway, and we're in the gas station buying some stuff, and the guy behind the counter, as I'm checking out, says, "So you guys here for the midget wrestling tonight?" And I said, "What?" He said,
where would that be?
Are you here for the midget wrestling? And I said, I wasn't, but I am now. So tell me about the midget wrestling. So I was down at the bar here. They do this like whatever, once a month now. They do these things. And this tonight is this wrestling league that is all little people that like travel the country. Yeah. I'm like, well, this is must see. Like I got to go.
Must see TV.
This is going to be awesome. So we went, and it was unbelievable.
Mini Ric Flair.
That dude was literally like,
was he?
Woo!
Mini Ric Flair.
Literally costumes, the pageantry, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was absolutely.
Is that what he was doing?
It was insane. I mean, you walked into this bar in the middle of a farming town in Iowa.
Yeah.
And they had a ring set up inside the bar. And there was
smaller than normal.
It was a smaller than normal ring, but it was a ring, and tag team matches, the whole kit and caboodle, bar stools being thrown, chairs, and the guy that was in there that I know went up to one of them and
he went up
one of the wrestlers and asked
one of them.
He went up and said, "Can I get my picture with you?" And the guy's like, yeah. So he goes down, and he's like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, he's 6. Yeah,
so he bends down and he goes like this, and they do like the UFC kind of framing.
Yeah.
And he's doing this like this, and then right about the time of the picture, he reaches over and he slaps the guy in the face, and that just set it off.
Oh boy.
They piled on him.
Midget brawl.
Did they really?
Off the top ropes.
I would just say kick his ass.
There was a woman that was one of the wrestlers, and she jumped on his back, and she was just wailing.
This was before cell phone video.
Yes.
100%.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Because you know what we'd have done. Had that bad boy out.
It was, but imagine that, like you're just minding your business and you're like, I'm just gonna, get some Copenhagen here and I'm on some bottle of water and I'm out. And the guy's like, "You here for the midget wrestling?" Go on. That's pretty much what it was.
Where would that be?
Man.
It was unreal.
Yeah, they don't have that as much anymore.
It was incredible.
It's
These
illegal.
guys were like a traveling circuit. Like they had a legit in the ring. They had like the logo and like the turnbuckles, like all of it. So maybe it's still out there somewhere.
I hope so.
Little turnbuckles.
I did not expect that in small town Iowa.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have.
Maybe you're overthinking it. Maybe that's exactly where you should have thought it was.
I wanted to see that. Where would I go?
Small town Iowa.
Yeah. It was insane. But it was literally like a and a and that just set it off.
Just a quick little touch.
Just a little tap.
Yep, and set it off.
Love tap.
Literally set it off, and then he picked him up overhead. And was,
really?
And that's when the lady jumped on him, and it was.
Can't do that, so you can't throw him.
It was wild.
It's not free use.
No,
it's not free use.
You
can't do that.
Maybe it's illegal in Iowa too.
It might be. It might be.
Assault anywhere you go.
With that.
Yeah.
We're going to wrap it.
Yeah,
We're going to wrap it for today. Thanks for listening, guys. Check it out. Give us a rating. Hit the 5-star like. Do all the things that all the kids like to do these days. Make sure the thumbs up. Love you guys. Peace.
Bye. Mama say it's a new day, son.